What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are live tonight with a preview show. It's a bit late, but we're back anyway. Welcome back to the channel for the Blackburn game tomorrow night. Hopefully you're all doing good. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Let me get this camera sorted. Give me 1 second, people. This always happens. I don't know why. I should really sort it out before I start. There we go. Here's my beautiful face. Only joking. Right. So yeah, hopefully all having a great day. Who we got in the chat? We've got Foley, Ryan, and whoever else is gonna tune in. Hopefully you're having a good day. Smash a like button if you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, if you're enjoying the content. But what I would say as well, if you're having a great day, put a 10 in the chat. Who we got? So we got Foley saying, "Hey, bro, hope you're well." I am perfectly brilliant. Nothing to complain about apart from QPR. Really, that's about it. So yeah. You also. JS is spoiled for choice match selection wise. Be interesting to see who picks. Definitely, we'll get into that in the video. DB Ryan, how are you? I'm good, Ryan. Hopefully you're good. No problem there. With other results going out our way tonight, we move back the table with a win. Foley says, yeah, well, you know, we'll see what happens, but I think the main concern right now is tomorrow night, really. That's about it for me. Can you see me now? Hopefully you can see me now. Hi again, it's me from Swansea VQP. I just want to say I hope you guys have a good game. Cheers, Z to P. Much appreciated. Much love. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you have a good game. I believe you're playing tonight, I think it is, or tomorrow. Do you know what? I'm so bad with this. I've really got to get back into it. Into watching other teams now. I've been so busy. Championship Swansea. Where's Swansea? Swansea are 20th. Sorry, I don't mean to say it like that. You played tonight, 7:45. Cool. Awesome. Ryan says, do you expect many changes to the team tomorrow or similar to Saturday? I think, like I said before, rotation is key in this league, and rotation is key in three game weeks. Just because of not just injuries, but of health of a player and giving a player game time. You know, like I keep saying to everyone in football, you know, I get it, you want to play the best team on the field, but you've also got to give players a chance, you know. And for my sake, I don't expect Kone or either Burrell to play tomorrow night, you know, but you never know. Because of Kone, you'll see what happens. I'm expecting Frey to play tomorrow night, no doubtly, but we'll see what happens. Wham says, evening DB. So yeah, we're gonna do something. We're just gonna have a little chat for the moment, just get everyone in the chat at the moment. Just have a quick conversation with you lot while before we kick off. 20th is shocking. We thought we got a new manager, so let's hope we can start to play a bit better. I see that I actually saw the new manager. Who was it again? Let me just double check who it was again. Swansea City manager. Vitor Matos. Do you know much about him? Is he any good? What's the fans think of him? Foley says I'd start Burrell and Sato Kone dropped. Foley says, Ryan says, hopefully Sato plays with Chair as a 10. Okay. That's interesting, Ryan. Very interesting. I'm just trying to sort this bloody mic out. Sorry, people. I don't know what's going on with it. Can you hear me still? Yep, awesome. Cool. Right. Sorry, I'm getting paranoid. I don't know much about him, but for what I look at right now is, does anyone watch Benjamin Bloom on YouTube? Go watch what he says, I would say, because he usually is spot on. was what I would say, really. But I could put a video out and have a look at him, and put a video out if you want me to see what I think of him. He's only been a coach. Yeah, but you got to remember, you're starting up. Look, remember, right? Look at Southampton, right? Let's put it like this with Southampton. Southampton has sacked a great manager, Will Still, you know, but he hasn't performed great what the expectations are of him being in the Championship and what he was in France. But they've brought in an under-21s manager, coach, or whatever, to take charge of the team, and he is killing it. You know, he's killing it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they give him an opportunity. You know, I would, honestly. You know, look, people go on about Brendan Rodgers, but what would you prefer, right? A relaxed manager right now that knows the club, or bringing Brendan Rodgers? I know, listen, most of you can say Brendan Rodgers, bring Brendan Rodgers in, you know, but honestly, he's doing a great job. He's beaten us. He's won, I think, what, 2 games? He has. Let me have a look at Southampton right now. You know, he's literally lifted them up from literally bottom of the league to 16th. I think it is. Is it 16th? So yeah, he's played 3 games. He's managed 3 games. Beating us, beating Wednesday, beating Charlton. No clean sheets, but the results that he's done are brilliant. You know, Armstrong's doing well, and the new formation, it looks like it's working. He knows the goals he has for the club as well. Yeah, there's that as well. But like I said, you've always got to give an opportunity to managers. You got to always give a head coach a chance. You know, I get it. You know, if you don't know them well, you know, you're gonna probably be a bit wary. I was worried about Marty Fuentes. I'll be honest. Marty Fuentes, I was worried about him completely. Marty Fuentes proved me wrong, but I think everyone loved him like Gareth Ainsworth, but he just couldn't do the finishing touches for QPR. You know, he's too much of a wing play manager, I think, and we didn't see the attacking side. So yeah. You also say I find that good because Alan did not know what to do. Yeah. Listen, I don't really know much of your manager that's been sacked. I know we beat you, and that's about it, unfortunately. But maybe I need to get back on the bandwagon and look at the games a bit more. Maybe that's what we should do. You know, maybe put some watch-alongs on, like Just Joe did when Leeds were. I don't know if anyone knows Just Joe, when he was doing the thing in the Championship. Maybe we should do some watch-alongs. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't really want to do it, but if it's good content, why not? You know. But cool. Right, we're all in. Well, we've got a majority of people in here. I'm not expecting amazing views, but you know, it's good to have a good chat with you guys. Have 2 games on. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, right, let's get into the preview show, right? So let's start off with a catch up, right? So where we left off with I'd rather stick with QPRC stuff. I get it. Listen, I get it fully. I really do. You know, you got to remember, I'm a bit of QPR fan. I do QPR stuff, and that's it. And don't get me wrong, you know, there's only a certain amount you can do with... The thing with me, right, is this, right? I love football. But the problem is, I don't want to sit there like other people just on a stream watching all these games, you know, all these games for the views. Because at the end of the day, you got to look at it this way. I'm a QPR fan. I'm only wanting to stream QPR stuff. But the problem is, other people have their own agenda on football teams, you know? So they are live stream either for views or because it's the content that they want to put out to help their channel. But in my opinion, I think people like Mark Goldbridge and all of that, you know, Mark Goldbridge does That's Football, you know, which he's probably going to be the biggest one out there, and everyone tries to obviously copy him. But then he has his United stand. I don't want this to be like a United stand type of thing. I'm not, cause we have nothing to hate about QPR. You know, we've got no problems. If you want a manager out, QPR can just send a certain group of them and just sort it out, you know, easy. But we're not like that. Our owners are pretty sensible, you know. So there's usually mostly not negativity on this with QPR. The only type of negativity is last couple of years manager shit, or when Briatore and Bernie Ecclestone were in charge of the club. You know, that's the only negativity, as well as the Premier League and stuff like that. But there's not much to talk shit about QPR, you know. Well, especially I can't, unless I have a whinge about, say, something like Julian shit or whatever like that, you know, blah 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 crap like that. But what I would say is this: if the channel at the moment is QPR based, but I might put an odd video out of a player, championship or whatever, but I might not do a full watch alongs for every club or whatever, you know. I might just put my views on the championship and on the league, and obviously football talk, as we all know. And I'm sure much of you would love football talk, right? Instead of just a QPR watch along and QPR news and a football talk, really. That's the only thing that I can think about right now, you know, which would be great for the channel. You know, I'm trying to not be copying people on what they do, because I don't watch much watch along people, you know. I tune in to the odd here and there, and that's it, but that's about it, really. So yeah. Wham says, truly support the manager, support the club, be positive, you are better than Goldbridge. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Listen, look, there will be a time when I do get pissed off with QPR, don't get me wrong, but I only go by what my feelings are. Just because Julian lost 8-1 to Coventry doesn't mean he deserves a sack. Like you said, it's a building process. Look, you know, everyone watches shorts and all of that. Syed, I've got no disrespect to say to Syed or whatever. I think he's a funny guy. He's a great character. But to come out and just run about United the way he does, it's hilarious. And I think there was an interview on YouTube about someone talking about the Arsenal, Man United fan channels and all that. That is just attention. It's just publicity for them. You know, they're not fans. But, you know, that's what they go on about anyway. But this is my channel, our channel, where we support QPR, talk things QPR at the moment, and we go from there. So yeah, let's get back. Let's stick to the topic. Get back to that, because obviously I don't want to be causing arguments and all that. QPR playing Blackburn tomorrow. QPR playing Blackburn. Big game away. So let me get into the preview first. So we played, so we've just beaten Hull City at home, 3-2, great result, lovely game. Go catch the match reaction on YouTube. If you watch it, hit the like button, subscribe, whatever it is, you know. You can tune into that, but tune into that if you want to watch the full. But just a quick tip, we're beating Hull 3-2. We are in a comfortable position. We got Blackburn tomorrow, and we really need the points. It's a big game. It's a very big game. It is. And I would prefer a draw, but I'm not gonna. We need to win. You know, we need points if we're gonna go up the table. And Blackburn, in my opinion, are not exactly. Let's just be honest. You know, they are in okay formish, but I honestly think we could probably give them a good game. You know, I was a bit surprised of starting get. You know, we've been playing well, and I believe we can do it. You know, so yeah, that's that. Let's get on to the Blackburn game though. Wham says, did you say earlier you think Frey will start? I think Frey will possibly start, yes, 100%. Freddie says, I take 4 points from the next 2 games. Yeah, I think you said that on Saturday, didn't you? Or was it on Sunday? I can't remember, but yeah, I would say 4 points from the next 2 games is lovely. You know, but we want to win every game. You know, we want to win every game. Now, like I said, Blackburn are in the last 5 games have won 4, lost 1. The loss was against Derby at home, actually. So that's a good positive sign on home soil. They beat Preston away 2-1. They've beaten Bristol City away 1-0. They've beaten Leicester away 2-0. And they beat Southampton 2-1. Obviously, Will Steele was that thing. Did I think it was played to? No. I knew. Oh, you thought? Sorry. No, we're not. So we're playing Blackburn tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow night. We will watching that game on Sky Sports Plus. So yeah, tune in tomorrow if you want to tune into the watch along. So yeah. But yeah. Blackburn are in good form, and that's one thing we got to be wary about. On their away form is pretty damn good, but their home form is okay, I guess. It's not bad. So you have the latest result is 2-1, I believe, against Preston. Goal scorers were Lewis Miller and Gudjonsson, Andrew Gudjonsson. I could be saying that wrong. I could be, but it looks like they had most possession and momentum in that game. The Derby game, they had the most possession in that game. Bristol City, 50-50, so a very even game. So the 1-0 kind of makes sense. Wham says, are you starting at 7 tomorrow? What time is the game? Is it 7:30 or 7:45? I usually start 15 minutes before kickoff. That might help you a lot better. Leicester City, obviously, with my friend's possession side team, so they got more possession there. Southampton, just an even game as well. So, looking at what they do, I would say they're not a wing play team. 100%. In fact, what we're doing, let's go to, we're getting too carried away with this. Let me switch the window to the preview window. There we go. That's a lot better. So yeah, then they're not, I don't think they're a wing play team. I think looking at it, they like to thread the ball through the middle. They do. Looking at what I'm looking at right now, what the hell, man. So that's going to be interesting for the defense wise for us, with watching them defend those balls wherever they come from. So they've got 4 from Andrew Johansson. Ahashi's got 4 goals. Morishita's got 1 with 2 assists. Hedges has got 1 goal with 2 assists, and Alabiaso has got a goal with 1 assist, and Miller's got a goal and 1 assist. But as we know, their manager or head coach, whatever you want to call him, I believe it's Ishmael. I can't remember. Ishmael, was it Blackburn manager? Can everyone hear me properly? Yeah, everyone hear me? I'm guessing you can. It's Valerian Ishmael. Now, what do I know about Valerian Ishmael? He's a very good coach. I think everyone knows him from his Barnsley days, where he did an extraordinary job with Barnsley a couple of seasons ago, or maybe longer than that. But he did an incredible job with Barnsley, and it was a season that they got into. Was it the playoffs? I think, I'm not too sure. I think it was the playoffs. But yeah, it was very what's the word? An exciting season for them. You know, he's a great manager, a great head coach. He's very tactically adapted, he is, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls off a good game against us. I don't think we actually have a great win record against him. I think he's always beaten us, if I'm not mistaken. So that is something to watch out for. They are sitting in 18th, which I said already, -4 goal difference, with 19 points. They are. I think the main mans to watch out for right now, obviously Ryan Hedges with down the wing. He is a quality player. It looks like their front 3 or the front 2 with 1 midfielder, the attacking midfielder, Morishita, Kwashi, and Johnson. They are the 3 players to look out for, I would say. I think they got rid of one of my favourite players that played for them. I can't remember the player, but he's a young striker, he was. But But yeah, I think they got rid of him. I'm not too sure. Wham says, will you be wearing the same shirt you wore last game? Was it the yellow one of this? I think it was the yellow one of this. I think. Probably says we've got to defend the set pieces. Blackburn have scored a lot of goals from crosses. Okay. So set pieces wise, I didn't know that. But thank you for the information. So I'm guessing set piece wise, they are a serious threat. So now you've said that changes a bit of what my perspective of the game should be now, 100%, which we'll get into now. So, like I said, I usually put a team out, as you can see, probably over there, looking like a chicken wing. Raheem Sterling, you know, I'm joking, Raheem, I'm joking. But yeah, we're going to do the team ourselves, you know, while on stream, just to make it a bit more interesting. We are. So, in goal, we are going to put Ben Hamer. We are. If I can find his picture. Ben Hamer. Where's Ben Hamer? There he is. Ben Hamer's been incredible. Can we get a big shout out for Ben Hamer, man? I know I criticize a lot of keepers, but I think Ben Hamer has done really well. But I think he still deserves to keep his position on the field, I would say. No hate on Nardi whatsoever. So Ben Hamer in goal. Now, obviously, we're going to go with 4 at the back, 100%. And there's going to be no change there. So on left back, obviously, we're going to go with Davis. I think would be the best bet for us, Davis. I'm trying to think if Sam Field will play. What do we think? Do we think on left side, right? Do we think Sam Field or do we think Davis? I reckon he'll end up playing Sam Field. I don't know why. I reckon he'll play Sam Field. We'll stick with Davis. We'll stick with Davis at the moment. We'll stick with Davis. We will. Davis, right, cool. We'll stick with Davis. Wham says Field. Foden says R&D. Okay. Well, I think Davis. For me, I think Davis will probably get chosen. I think Field. Well, looking at recent games, I think Field is going to get put on, but I prefer Davis in this game. If you're telling me they set piece wise. Is he a good choice for set pieces? I don't know. Yeah, I think he is, to be honest. Right, so in centre backs, don't hate me, but I honestly think it's well deserved. You know, he's probably going to get a rest, you know, and I think all of you know who I'm going to put at left centre back. Our big number 6, who's come back from injury and done an incredible job on Saturday against Hull. The other lookalike of Raphael Varane, who I do really get confused by if I can find his bloody picture and it's not camouflaged. There we go. Big Clark Solar in the back. I think we'll do with Mr. Captain Jimmy Dunn. So I think Jimmy Dunn will, obviously he's the captain in it, so I don't see him come in as a substitution or anything like that. But that's our back to. So yeah, I think those two together did an incredible job against Hull City. I know Clarkson will probably get a rest because of injuries, but I think if anyone is going to play tomorrow night, I think Clarkson does deserve another game. 60 minutes, 70 minutes, whatever it is, but he deserves it. He put off an incredible performance for his first game back after being out for almost a year now, almost. So yeah, right back. I hate him at right back. I really do, but he's been doing really well there. He has. Our very own comedian Amadou Mbenge. And I think Mbenge, I think, spell Mbenge, I'm forgetting how to spell. I think anyone could agree Mbenge has been one of our best signing so far this season. I think he's incredible, man. What a character he is in that dressing room. So yeah. Foley says Jimmy took his goal well. Can see a new maturity this season. I think they've found him. Do you know what it is? Has anyone noticed since he's been at centre back? Right, he's been going into the box a lot more on attacks. Has anyone noticed that? He's doing the same thing as last season, and I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the same thing as what Thingy did. I think that's what you're trying to do with Jimmy Dunn, you know. I think that's the thing. Right. Centre mids. I'm gonna go with, you know what? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Kieran Morgan plays right back tomorrow, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if Kieran Morgan plays right back. I really wouldn't. Did Mbenge come off injured by any chance? I'm not too sure. Anyway, we'll put Nicholas Madsen. We will with. I already know he's gonna play tomorrow. I really do. I already know who this guy's playing tomorrow because he hasn't had a game in a while, and he deserves some playing time. So I would say right now it's gonna be them two in midfield. I don't think Varane. I honestly don't think it's going to be Varane. I think Hayden. I honestly think. Ram said, not noticed, but I will look out for him running into the box. Well, he did score that goal in the box. That little nice chip of a goal over the keeper. So, yeah. Whenever he scores, it's a brilliant goal. I'm not going to lie. It's a quality goal. On the left side, we're going to go with Mr. Koki Seto. Koki Sato, I think. Chair in the middle. Where's Ilias Chair? Where is Ilias Chair? There he is. Chair. On the right, even though Dembele's done really well, I think for pace wise, I think Smith will play. I think. And then up front, I would say right now, Burrell. I would say so. Smith and Burrell. I would say. Actually, thinking about it, Michi maybe, but I would rather put Burrell. Honestly, I would honestly put Burrell. Where's Mr. Paul Smith? Oh, sorry, people. Damn. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm tired. Where is he? Rowan Burrell. Cool. Right. So there is our starting 11 for tomorrow night, I think. So Hamer in goal, and Mbenge, Dunn, Clarkside, Davis, Hayden, Madsen, Smith, Chair, Sato, and Burrell all on the pitch. I reckon it's a good side. Like I said, it's not going to be the actual team. It's just a guess at the end of the day. If I was going to put a team out that I thought that I would prefer to play, I would do that. But I'm not going to do it anymore because I don't know. There's something about it. I don't want to jinx it or whatever. So yeah. Why has it done that? Hang on, people. Let me sort this out. What's this? Cool. Right. Well, definitely needs to start. Oh wait, hang on. Wham said I like Smith, but not when it's raining, since you pointed out. The only thing I'm worried about tomorrow is a Wednesday night in Blackburn, and it could rain. It could be a rainy day tomorrow. It's going to be cold for sure, but it could be a rainy day. Foley says Burrell needs to start. Yeah, I agree. Burrell in form at the moment really needs to start. That's the main thing I would say. I got no objection on that one. I think he's been extremely comfortable on the ball, and he's in the right place at the right time compared to Richard Kone. Richard Kone is out of form at the moment. He really is. He needs to get a goal somehow, and hopefully he does. I know he will, but it needs to be soon, I think. But he definitely, I think, right now, Chair and Burrell are the only two that I think would be great at the moment together. We could, like I said, two up front, two strikers. is great, but you're not playing him as a striker. You're playing him as a centre forward, which is not good for him, I think. So yeah, there's a team anyway. Now going on to prediction wise, it's going to be a tough game. It is, and like I said, I don't expect winning this game, but I think the type of game it's going to be a very challenging game, a very dirty game, I reckon. And I'm going to go and say 1-1. Either 1-1 or 0-0. That's what my opinion is. So put your predictions down below in the comments what you think. 1-1, 1-0, 0-0, wherever it is. I'm going with a draw. I am either going to be 0-0 or 1-1, I reckon. That's going to be the point out of the 3 games. So yeah. Foley says, did you see Kone tracking back though? So credit to him, but just not the same since Wrexham game. He tracks back a lot, which is great to see, but he's a striker. You want a striker on the halfway line ready to pounce, you know, always tracking back is not an attacking threat on the counter. So it's kind of, for me, it's something that I look into a lot in a striker, and I like my strikers to be really traditional, like Ibrahimovic, or if you want to go way back, Kevin Gallen, Paul Furlong. If you want to go way back than that, who else? Oh my god, you know, too many names, way too many names. We can go back. You know, I can say Stan Bowles, but let's be honest, no one can compare to Stan Bowles. You know, that is a cracking player right there. Stan Bowles. Rest in peace, Stan Bowles. Wham says 1-0 QPR win. You are right. It will be a tight game. Wham says, Foley says 2-1. Foley says, and 1-1 against Norwich. Okay, so the win against Blackburn and the draw against Norwich. Okay, I actually forgot about Norwich, but yeah. Cool. Well, they're the predictions. Like I said, put your comments below what you think the prediction is, and what question of the day, question of the night. Good question. Now, who is going to be the top scorer this season for QPR? Is it going to be Kone, or is it going to be Burrell, or is it going to be a player that we don't know yet? So yeah, that's the question of the day. Put your comments below what you think, and yeah, we'll go from there really. But apart from that, that is going to be the end of this preview show. We'll be live tomorrow night. We will be on the YouTube. We will be gonna check the time. 7:45 kickoff is, so we'll be online 7:30. 15-minute chat, and we'll go from there. I will say this: I have some ideas on what I want to do with some content I do on this channel, and it does mean possibly the preview show might be just a video. It might not be a live watch along. It might not be a live stream. It might just be a preview show. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out new things for you guys to enjoy on the channel. So yeah, but just giving you a heads up, possibly the next preview show against Norwich could be a video, and the match reaction possibly as well. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, if you're enjoying the content. Big shout outs to QPR, obviously, as always. Big shout outs to you guys in the chat. And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. I've just seen Foley, Gallen broke Jimmy Greaves' goal scoring record. Foley, Burrell, thanks for the stream, DV bro. Foley says, no worries, mate. But yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good evening, and yeah, catch you in a bit. Wow, that was loud. Cheers, boys or girls. Catch you in a bit.